Brian, are you there, Brian? I want to see if the camera comes on. Brian is here all the way from America. Another original Terrace mofo. What you saying, my guy?
Oh, man. I really wish the United States would have won the game. I was so frustrated at the end. When we didn't take the free kick. We tried to play something down the line, and I was so frustrated about that. But overall, I mean, I expected this from the U.S., honestly. I expect them to go out and to put in a performance with tons of energy and effort. But I know that the players that are in the team have been, I think, are several steps ahead of the types of players that the United States have put out in the past. And so I thought that if they work hard in the beginning of the game, that they could show some quality. And I mean, for me, for England, I think you just lacked dynamism up front, right? That front three of Mount and Saka and Sterling are just not. They don't give you enough dynamism, not as much as like a Grealish or a Foden or a Rashford might. So, but yeah, I mean, overall, I wish that the U.S. would have won the game. But you good, Ram? You good, buddy? You good?
No, it was a comment. Sorry, Brian. You know I love you. It's just a comment, and now he's laughing. I'm gone.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh man!
I can see the resemblance, bro. I can see the resemblance. Listen. Now you guys are very, very good today. How confident are you of going through now and making it to the next round?
I think the U.S. can beat Iran. I think that if they put in I think the issue with the U.S. is the fact that they don't really have like that number 9 that you can rely on to get you your goals. That was the issue in the game against Wales. They couldn't put Wales away when they were on top, and they couldn't make all of their dominance count today against England. So that could come back to cause some problems against Iran. But I think that they have enough quality to go through. It'll be a tough game. It will be a really tough game, but I do think that they have the opportunity to do it. I remember last time I was on here, Terry, when you were with Colleen and you said that the U.S. aren't touching England. Consider yourself touched, buddy. consider yourself touched. you said the U.S. aren't touching England. The England have never beaten the U.S. in a World Cup. Read your history books, pal. Come on, you've never beaten the U.S. in a World Cup in group stage play ever.
Like USA
ever.
Yeah, it must have been like a friendly or something.
I'll just say it, Brian. I say it. A lot of people try and come on the terrace and cook me. I'm going to actually say this to you. You're the first person to actually do it successfully where I have no response. You're the first person in the history of the terrace to actually cook me where I have nothing to say other than well done. You're the first guy ever in 6-7 years. No one's ever done that to me. You're the one. And at least you had the balls to come on and say it. Everyone else just puts it in the comments. I can ignore them. Brian, top man for coming on, mate. KJ, make sure you ban him.
Congrats,
now
man.
He's banned. I'm joking. We'll speak to you soon, brother. All the best. Take
Congrats,
care.
man. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, I did say that. And he cooked me. That's how you cook someone, by the way. I want to make this very clear to you. He cooked him and he cooked him. You only cook someone when you say something and they can't respond. That's being cooked. That's it. Anything outside of that is not cooking. You either burnt it or it ain't even boiling yet, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
And Terry as well, he let you marinate yourself as well. You know what I mean?
He marinated me good. And I like a good marinade, a bit of seasoning, massage the meat nicely, and then bang, straight in that cooker.
Wow. That sounds like Avery Harris.
Have you got one of them slow cookers?
Bruv, it's not where I live right now, but I've got a barbecue that's the wood barbecue where you put like the ribs in there, but you cook them. You have to cook them for like 4 or 5 hours.
Old fashioned.
Slow.
Yeah.
Slow. And what's great about it is you don't really season that meat because the slow, it does it
keeps it tender
for you. Beautiful. It absolutely is.
I think it's Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay's one of my heroes, bro. He's one of my heroes, 100%. This man ain't been on the terrace for a long, long time. It's Dev, all the way from America. He's going to be giving us his thoughts and feelings. How's it going, mate?
My guy, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling crap after that. But how are you feeling, mate? A good result for America.
I'm ecstatic. I mean, honestly, we could have beat y'all. McKinney, Pulisic, both with shots that, should have been finished, but coulda, shoulda, woulda, never got us anything. If Turner doesn't make that save against Wales, it doesn't matter. But I saw a ton of similarities in this game with y'all's mentality. Y'all were basically Germany and we were Japan. I think that we brought a very similar mentality. You talked down about us, and I wrote it down. The USA has players that contribute at clubs like Arsenal, Chelsea, Dortmund, Schalke, Leeds, Leipzig, Wolfsburg, and Juventus. Yes, we have MLS players, but we also have people in major leagues all over the world. And now on the 29th, all of our matches mean something. You lose to Wales, you're out. You lose to Wales, we beat Iran, you're out.
What would happen?
I hear you. I hear you. But Wales is that club. They look shattered today. But at least this game means something coming up, because you lot were expecting to be sitting on.
Yeah. Dev, do you know, you make a great point, though, because Wales are going to do what you did today. They are going to run harder, fight harder than any other game in this group, because you know as well as I do that for yourselves, for Wales, beating England is a massive scalp. And there is, of course, there is long-standing, there is a great friendship between our countries, but there's also great rivalry as well, especially when it comes to football. So yeah, that basically knockout football for everyone now.
You got my DM today, Terry. I love you, bro. And I love coming on the channel, and I appreciate it. But today it's war. Your tea sucks. Your food is terrible. And I turned my jersey inside out. You know me, dude. I rock Arsenal on my chest, bro. Like I live English football. So, and I call it football. And I played it at a high level over here. And it was great to see, because I think our coach is a moron. Just like you guys hate on Southgate, I think Berhalter is tactically. He draws his in-game adjustments with crayon. He's the dude that uses the whiteboard. So I think everything that we got out of our team today, and it could have been better. We're still terrible in one-touch passes. Pulisic still tries to dribble through the entire team. There were some instances where if he would have played Timothy Weah in like he did against Wales, we may have had a couple other shots on goal. But all in all, I'm happy with the result, and realistically, I'm happy that the matches on that match day 3 means something for all 4 teams involved. Because
rightly so, you should be happy. That is, you guys played a brilliant game, and you outclassed one of the top teams in the World Cup, and you should take something from it. And is also the fact that you can also qualify, which is a massive step for US football
against a team that I think ran their legs out today. Like, everybody's got to understand, like, Iran had to give everything that they had today to get those points against Wales. They scored in the 98th minute, 99th minute. And their players left everything on that pitch. So I know we did too, but I'm really hoping that I know everybody in the beginning was like, oh, you get a draw against England, you beat Iran and you go through. Iran's got that club passion right now, and they hate us, and they've always made it difficult.
Hang on. What? Iran hate America? Never.
No, not at all.
I didn't know this.
Death to America.
It's great. I mean, the good thing from a spectator point of view is the final group game for this group kick off at the same time. It's knockout football. Jeopardy is there. And I think I always find these middle games, unless a team can go out, there's always a little bit of not boredom, but there's like, okay, a team's dropped points or lost or they've won, but there's one more game to go. It's essentially knockout football now for both our nations. It's going to be exciting. But I want to just say, Dev, listen, congratulations tonight, because America did deserve the win, in my opinion. You played the better football. You worked harder. You run harder. You fought more. And those 3 things for me are so important when it comes to sport and any walk of life. You know that, being a very, very successful musician, it isn't just about being good at music. It's about being dedicated, commitment, and working hard. 100%. Otherwise, nothing comes off. So, listen, Dev, always a pleasure to speak, and I'm sure we'll speak after the next.
Love you guys, man.
Cheers, bro. Take care, my guy. He was like one of the original callers back in the day on Fan Park Live. Good to get him back on. It really is. Next, quick call here from Oba. What you saying, bro?
USA, 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 USA.
All I can see is that Nigerian flag in the background, bro.
What flag? What are you talking about?
You taking it down? Take it down! It's down! I love it, bro. Look, you done really well tonight, though. You done really, really well tonight. You must be very proud.
Yeah, very proud of us tonight. I think we showed, like I said, like, we have, some technical skill. Players are getting better. More Premier League, quality players in their team. So, yeah, we did pretty well tonight. Wish we won, though.
Yeah, no, you should have won. There's no doubt. How confident are you in terms of playing Iran to go through to the next round?
So I think we're going to make a deal with Iran to lower the sanctions, and they'll let us win. So hopefully.
Who said it? Oh my days, mate! I'm not saying that's going to happen, but we will certainly see. I wanted to ask you very quickly as well, Tyler Adams. Give me your thoughts on him. He was so dominant in that midfield tonight.
Yeah, he's he represents like kind of the new American football player, you could say. Like, and he did very well. And I think going forward, like he's going to be more vital, more important to this team. Especially being the captain. So the next World Cup, for example, I could see us doing very well and getting to like quarter, semifinals, hopefully. So yeah, he did well tonight.
There we go. Oh, but listen, I appreciate all the support you give the Terrace, and thank you for coming on, my friend. And we'll chat again soon. Thank you.